Yo, what's up, YouTube? This is your boy Jay from Keeping It Real, your arbiter of gaming news and commentary, hitting you off with a studio production video where you know this is your channel, where all gamers' voices are heard. With your boy Jay, always dropping the word. Keeping them other gaming YouTubers like, what you heard? And where you always know, we always keep it all the way real. Up everybody, I just want to thank you all for checking out my studio production video today. You know what time it is, the place where all gamers voices are heard, and your boy Jay is dropping that word. Yeah, guys, you guys know I had to do it. Your boy is back. I know it's been a minute. You know, your boy had to pay some bills, take care of fam bam, it's the holidays and whatnot. Just really keeping it real with you guys, enjoying my Xbox, man. Enjoying my X. I mean, just playing games. Gotten back to playing games. So you know, a lot of my time is just any of my free time has really just been taken up by just playing my X, man. And just being on these games. I'm really hardcore on that Warframe. I'm actually going to probably start doing Warframe videos, so be looking out for that. For those new beginners or anybody who's hopping on that Warframe. But yeah, man, I just wanted to go ahead and do, you know, get back into the swing of things. You know, for the fam bam, man, because I know you guys been like, hey, what's going on with Jay, man? Is this fool coming back or what he doing? You need to put out a video. So yeah, man, I'm gonna go ahead and just do a whole assortment of all of gaming. You know what's going on with Xbox right now, man, because you guys know the beast is released, and it is, man, it is wreaking havoc. It's looting and privileging, and kicking butt and taking, and not even taking names. They don't even worry about it, because you know it's just killing the game right now. And I'm really just excited because all the things that I've been talking about, and a lot of us who knew what was up, it's all coming to fruition as we've seen it to be, you know. And a lot of those naysayers and haters and Sony fanboys out there, man, they eating some serious crow and got some egg on their face right now. Rightfully so, man. And now it's the good thing about all of this is that hopefully, man, not for everybody, for at least for a lot of us, we could just get back to what we should have been doing in the first place, playing games. And just enjoying the games that we have, man. Because, you know, if you heard it from some Sony fanboys, they would say somehow Xbox don't have games. But a lot of us on the Xbox side, we got more games than we know what to do with at this point. There's so many games that I'm already going back and playing because they've all been enhanced by the X. And along with the new games that are multiplayer that are out, along with the exclusives that did drop, and the ones that's coming very shortly into next year, out of all that, I don't even know what to do. I got games right now. Black Friday, you know, I lost my mind. Picked up just about everything, and I still got games in the wrapper. Just keeping it real. I just don't got games still sitting in the wrapper, and I'm not even messing with them because I'm like, when I start a game, I want to stay on that game and get through it. And I don't even start it if I'm not going to be able to put some time into it. And I got such a backlog at this point. It's just stupid. I'm not even wasting my time trying to even mess with any new games. So I'm keeping them in the wrapper at this point. So it's that ridiculous proportion of how many games that is at your disposal if you're on Xbox right now. And that's why Sony fanboys still trying to run with this game narratives is so ridiculous, man. And I mean, it's understandable why they are doing that. I mean, it's not like they have anything else they could really say at this point. I mean, they're pretty much marginalized at this point, and that's all they can say is a weak, pathetic, you know, games narrative is like. And you know, which is so funny because they act like Sony's been consistently putting out games since the launch. which is totally untrue and ridiculous. But you know, they don't have anything else. I mean, the only game that they really did well last year was Horizon Dawn. All the other games sold like crap and didn't do well. So regardless of how hyped up they were, that they were all this, that they didn't do well. So they really don't have any games, you know, that is so great that they really have something to talk about. But I mean, what else do they have to say? So you can understand that to an extent. But what's funny to me is they keep pushing it in people's faces like that's something great. And keeping it real, my PlayStation I got is still sitting collecting dust. The only 3 games I got, I played, and you guys know what those games are. I'm still waiting on God of War. I'm still waiting on Death Stranding. You know, I'm still waiting, and probably gonna continue to wait. Because who knows when these games are coming out. So God of War hopefully will come out this year. We'll see. Hopefully. And hopefully it's great. But the thing is that, you know, they have nothing else. So, and you know, this little thing that happened recently where Aaron Greenberg and Mike was ridiculous on Twitter. You know, you got these little fanboys getting triggered off of them just basically letting know that, yeah, Xbox is superior. Xbox X is superior on resolution to the Pro. Now, that's obvious to a lot of us, but what they want to do is show you the comparisons, which, okay, that's what business is all about, you know, showing the comparisons of things. And what's funny is, you know, and for these fanboys to act like Mike and Aaron was going way too far. How is it going way too far? I don't know if you guys remember Yoshida straight up saying 1080p makes you a better player. Crap like that. Like, really, bruh? 1080p makes you a better player? I mean, it's like, that's how ridiculous they got. You don't see Mike saying no ridiculous stuff like that. You don't see Aaron Greenberg saying any ridiculous stuff like that. You know what I mean? Nowhere near as ridiculous as Yoshida. Nowhere near is the stuff that they try to say. I mean, literally, they tried to say Xbox should wrap it up and go out of business because a game released. And you had fanboys sitting there about, oh, it's over. Horizon Dawn coming out. Now Xbox should wrap it up. Stop. Just stop. So, yeah, man, I mean, you know, your boy's back, man. And, you know, I'm large and in charge. You know, I had to do it, man. And, you know, I just wanted to say, you know, I appreciate, you know, all you guys that, you know, part of the Keep It Real family and whatnot, hanging in there with me. I'm going to start releasing more content here and there. I'm just, work has got me, and family has got me, you know, and games now. I'm now that I got my X, I'm ridiculous on it. And I spend a lot of my spare time on that. And I just don't have as much time to produce and put together these videos as much anymore like I used to. But I'm going to still try to put them out there, man, because I know a lot of you, you know, you appreciate the content, and I'm just letting you know I appreciate you too. You know, this is a big outlet for me because I'm not the most social person in the world, believe it or not. You know what I mean? When it comes to my life, really busy, a lot of things that I do, and I don't really get to just sit down and talk things that I'm passionate about and care about in regards to games. So this is my outlet to do that, and I just wanted to say, you know, I appreciate you guys showing the love and you know, showing that you appreciate my content that I put out. So yeah, man. But moving on, yeah, it's pretty a crazy thing to see the dynamics that are taking shape in regards to this new year. You know, you got the Switch out there killing it and doing a good job. And, you know, the funny thing about it, man, is, you know, all Sony fanboys now all of a sudden Switch fans too. You know, it trips me out. It's like, It's like they'll be fans of anything but Xbox. You know what I mean? That when it comes to gaming, like, you know, they're PC fans, they're Switch fans, you know, but Xbox, oh no, not Xbox. It's like it really always trips me out, man. This how ridiculous and just shameless a lot of these pathetic fools are, man. It's like you're so transparent, man. It's like it always cracks me up, man. And you know, a lot of them talking about, oh, look at the Switch doing so good. Like, okay, bruh, it's a handheld. I keep trying to tell people, man, I don't trip on a Switch. You know why? Because to me, the Switch is like the difference between a cell phone and a laptop. You know, I said this before. It's like, which one you think is going to sell more? Of course, the cell phone's going to sell more. You know, a cell phone's going to sell more. It's like the practicality of it and the price of it. What is the average laptop cost compared to the average phone? Now, I'm not talking about, you don't have to go smartphone and get expensive phones. You can get a phone as cheap as $20. You know what I'm saying? And there's a variety of costs that you can pay. Now, yes, the Switch is $299, and you got consoles that are in that price range, right? However, the Switch, when it comes to practicality for people, it's a handheld. It's like in a different place from an actual real console, you know. And it being in that place, it's, you know, I've said this before. Nintendo is simply just capitalizing on what they've always done well, and that's handhelds. That's all they're doing. That's not nothing amazing, and, you know, oh my God, they're paving the way for creativity and ingenuity or something. Like, no, they're not doing that. They're just capitalizing on what they were always great at, and that's handhelds. And, you know, the Switch is I don't care what you say, that damn thing ain't a console to me. It's a handheld. It's something like a console, because you could put it on your TV, but let's keep it real. It's a handheld. At the end of the day, it's a damn handheld. So to me, it's not in the same class as a PS4 or Xbox. So to me, whatever numbers it do, that's great for Nintendo, but I don't really feel like it's a apples to apples comparison. So I don't really be like, oh, well, wow, Nintendo's doing way better than something. No, not really. It's doing good for its class that it's in, and that's great. But it really doesn't have any real apples to apples competitors, if you really think about it. And it really never has. Nintendo has always been in their own lane. And I think that's pretty much where they're going to stay. You think about, look at their lineup of games. Their lineup of games can be comparable to what you're playing on PlayStation and PS4. They're just not. Most of their lineup of games is first party games that they developed themselves. And that's great, but you can't really compare them. You start trying to compare Doom and Wolfenstein and any of these games. One thing you'll find that none of these games are on the Switch in the first place. Most of these games are not on the Switch in the first place because, you know, the Switch can't handle these games. And the next thing you'll find is that you cannot compare them because they're on completely different lanes. It's like trying to compare a mobile, you know, phone game to a Xbox or a PS4 game. That just not comparable. What you talking about? It's not in the same world. Just stop. So all of this BS trying to compare it, I just think is ridiculous. Like, it makes no sense. I trust and believe whatever Nintendo does, that's great for Nintendo. But they're in a different lane, and this is not even the same. They got a handheld. It's not a real console. It's a hybrid, and it's not a real console, man. So, you know, and it's doing different things in a completely different lane. So, you know, these fanboys need to get off with that. That's another ridiculous claim. You know, just stop. You know, and you make yourself look bad because if you gotta go that far to try to prop up Nintendo just to cover up your failures when it comes to Sony, that's how pathetic and sad you really are, man. Just stop. You just make yourself look bad at that point. You know what I mean? Just make yourself look bad. That's always a drawback. Go back to Nintendo. You know what I mean? And that shit trips me out, man. But you know, that's fanboys, you know. But yeah, man. But other than that, man, I'm just really excited about the prospects of moving forward, because I mean, we got a lot of great games on the horizons. I'm really looking forward to Anthem, especially. As you guys know, I've been playing a hell of a lot of Warframe. Oh my god, I love this game, man. I'm straight up addicted to this game. I think that's been a big reason why I kind of been, you know, missing in action, y'all, because I put a lot of time into Warframe. I love that game. I'm gonna be doing Warframe videos on Noobs, and doing a Warframe for Dummies series, just for new people, and starting out, for you to get your stuff right, and capitalize on a lot of mistakes I made and save yourself a lot of time, and also have you see just how cool the world of Warframe really is, and be able to navigate, because I mean, it's one of those games where you really have to put in a lot of time in learning. And they make a lot of things easy too. It has a straight up codex. It's not like Destiny where it doesn't tell you shit. No, you got a codex you can go to, and got it. I don't want to get too deep off into that. I just want to let you guys know I'm going to do videos about that coming up. But yeah, man, getting back onto the Xbox front and just the gaming front in general, it's interesting to see, because I'm gonna keep it real. I'm not really seeing a lot of things. I'm trying to look to what Sony's doing, if they're coming up with anything new, or they're doing anything, man, because other than some God of War. I've seen this recent thing on God of War. It looks like it could be some trouble on when it's actually going to be released. That was another story. Me personally, I'm not really thinking that too much of a big deal, because Sony's always been that all of their games are delayed. Especially their actual first party IPs, they're just going to be delayed. You that should be expected by anybody who messes with Sony. I mean, by now you should know just about all of their games are going to be delayed. It should just be assumption. So I'm not really tripping out about that. I don't really think that's a big deal. I mean, anybody who messes with Sony should just expect that the games are going to be delayed, and that you're going to wait forever. I think the Sony fans know that. Even though they probably don't want to admit it, but I mean, they know that. And anyone who's looking forward to it should know that. So I don't think that's a big deal. But yeah, man, other than that, man, I think I'm liking the atmosphere. I mean, of course, you still got fanboys out there on all sides, man, that's going to talk their crap. But the good thing is that a lot of this talk about resolution and BS, a lot of that BS of before is gone. Now it's more about games. It's centered on where it should be centered. And of course, I'm not talking about this disingenuous bullshit argument that these Sony fanboys are trying to, talk about, because they're just disingenuous and pathetic. I'm talking about just in general, all gamers. Now we're focused on games, just in general. And that is a great thing moving forward, because then, that puts pressure on developers to make sure they're making the best games possible. Because I believe that when we sit and bicker between ourselves, this is where developers can, take their foot off the gas and, come out with some crappy stuff. You notice what's been going on with EA, even Destiny trying to pull this little underhanded crap. And it's funny, man. I told people from the beginning what Destiny was. It is like, I told them from the beginning, and now they're finding out. You're seeing them trying to throttle and XP and trying to do all these little they did the stuff with the Donning, trying to make it where you just have to buy the damn new Donning gear, where you have to buy it from the Eververse. It's like, I told people this from the beginning. All the things that's happening with Destiny 2 right now is what I've already said in any of my videos. If you go back, was that Destiny and Activision, Destiny 2 was going to be the same as Destiny 1, where they're just basically going to piecemeal you the game and bill you every step of the way. Simple as that. That's all it is. It's just a cash grab for the stupid who's just going to keep playing it. That's all it is. I've said that from the beginning, and people didn't believe me. Now you finding out, just like what I said. And I think what's cool about the atmosphere and what's happening now, gamers are now going to be more focused on the content and actually the substance, as opposed to a lot of the hype, because I think that's what developers, they get off on a lot of the hype. Look at Destiny. A lot of it was just a bunch of hype. Then look at what the actual product was. It was garbage. That they're trying to bill you every step of the way. So when we're not keeping our eyes on the ball and not paying attention, and when we're fighting amongst ourselves, this is where these developers get to take advantage of us. But when our eyes is on the ball and we're paying attention and we focus on the games, well, then that's when we get to hold their feet to the fire and make sure they're not getting away with the little underhanded crap that they do. And that's why I'm excited about moving forward, because I think with a lot of this BS getting out the way, with this resolution crap and all that, I think now we can start focus more on holding these developers' feet to the fire and these publishers, and start making them pay for their inaction or their abuse that they're trying to do, or just straight up cash grabbing. You know what I mean? Just trying to cheat people. Because I'm gonna tell you this. If we don't put a stop to this now, or actually, try to put some limitations on it, or marginalize this at this point, it will spread like wildfire. We're already seeing it, and corporations like this, they do not stop. If they see that there's a large segment of people who are just still buying their products, they will go with that. And our voices will be drowned out and silenced by the sounds of money hitting their banking accounts. Trust and believe, because that's all they care about. So if we don't do things to actually affect their banking accounts, and that means our voices being loud enough to actually sway their numbers, well then, we're going to be ignored. And that's the problem when you're fighting amongst yourselves. You're not focused on what's more important to concentrate numbers towards affecting the bottom lines of these corporations. And they that is to their advantage. That's not to any gamer's advantage. That's not to a consumer's advantage. That's to the corporation's advantage. And we don't want that, because when that happens, we get used and abused. And trust me, you're going to get crappy products coming out of that, and crappy gaming experiences. And we're already seeing it. So, yeah, man, I think that's the big picture right now, other than going back and forth with the fanboyism and all that bullshit. That's the big picture that I think a lot of us as gamers got to be looking forward to. And that's why I would say, you fanboys, man, get your stuff right, man. Just stop it with all that craziness, man, and just be a gamer, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you're only hurting yourself. At the end of the day, you're only making your gaming experience just overall a more terrible one, because you basically you're doing the bidding of the corporations that are looking to just screw you over, by you bickering with other gamers and causing a terrible atmosphere where there's so many distractions, instead of focusing on what the developers are doing and what these publishers are doing. That's what we should be focusing on, and as a unit together, because at the end of the day, we're all gamers. At the end of the day, we're all love playing video games, and most of us are very passionate about it. That's why you're here on, YouTube watching this video or any other videos or whatever, because you're passionate about gaming. Either way, whether you friend or foe, whatever it is, but we're all gamers. So, yeah, man, that would be my last word today on that. Once again, I just want to, give a thank you to everybody, man, that supported your boy. I'm going to be trying to put out content whenever I can. It's not going to be as frequent as it used to be. I just don't really have the time. Like usual, hit me up with suggestions about what you guys want to see or what you guys want to hear about. I'm always willing to break stuff down, because your boy is always on the up and up, keeping up with what's going on and whatnot. And yeah, man, if you guys have any suggestions, hit me up. But all right, man, that's gonna be my video for today. You know, make sure if you're not a part of Keep It Real family, like, share, subscribe. You know, if you're not a part of Keep It Real family. And until the next time, this is Jay. I'm always keeping it real, and I'm gone.